to do is once you have all this is go ahead and emulate it up. So once you have your program done, you're going to go and then run the emulator. You'll have to install the emulator separately. On a Windows machine, I kind of had a lot of issues on Windows 10 or 11. It'll probably run better. I ended up switching over to a Macintosh, and I'm using a Mac to run it, which seems kind of strange, but it's going to take me a little while for this to open up entirely. So as it does, I'll just kind of walk you through the process. So essentially what you're doing is you're taking the code that you've generated and it needs to run it in an Android environment. Well, an Android environment is a totally different language altogether. It's not a Mac, it's not a PC, it's an Android. It's different. So what it does is got to load an emulator. Emulators by nature are always a little slower than what would actually run on the if you had a phone, so or a tablet or whatever it was that you were using. So if you have access to an Android phone or an Android tablet, I'd encourage you to do it on that. If you don't, it's fine. You can use one of these emulators. And like I said, my emulator on Windows 10 is giving me a little frustration, so I'm going to kind of warn you a little bit about that one. But the one on the Mac works fine. So this is our screen. This is what our application looks like. We've got this hint for text box 3 that shows up, and I deleted those out, I think, at some point in time when I wasn't on the video. So let me go ahead and get that last one there. And what it is it shows up here in this hint window. So if I delete it from here, I'm going to go back to the emulator, then it should update there automatically. So for screen 1, we're going to give it some kind of a number. In this case, we'll just go ahead and say 200, and I try to type it and nothing happens. Is because I have to use the typewriter on here to put the information in here. Well, I'm really dating myself. I should say keyboard, not typewriter. Holy smokes. So we got 200 and then 300, and then if we add those together, those should give us 500. When you do your application, you're going to do subtract, divide, multiply, and anything else that you'd like to do, or whatever kind of creative thing you would like to do with this application. Send me a screenshot of the QR code and or screenshot. Send me several screenshots of your application running and giving good answers. And hope you liked AppMaker, and we're going to do more with it next week.